Hey, so you've signed up to see how coaches are making their meta ads pay for themselves. I'm going to show you exactly how. But before I do, I want to get something completely straight. This is not have never run Facebook ads to now running Facebook ads training. There are thousands of videos on YouTube. If you want to learn how to set them up in your campaign, in your ads manager, go and watch one of those. What I am going to show you about is the layer that sits underneath the ads, the layer that determines whether your ads drain your bank account or fund themselves. Because the ads are not the problem. They never were. The problem is what happens after someone clicks. If you're a coach or a consultant running paid traffic right now, or if you tried it before, it did not work, this is going to reframe how you think about the entire game. Let me show you what I mean. Now, here is what most coaches do. And this is how they run their ads, and this is what they've been taught to do. I'm going to draw this out clearly so you can see it. Okay, so typically, it's a meta ad, 50 days out of pocket to a landing page where you want them to book a free call, blah, blah, blah. Book a call, hoping that they show up. And then somewhere in between here, you're supposed to get paid on the call. You pitch your $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 coaching package. Simple, right? And it works sometimes. But here's the problem that nobody talks about. From the moment you turn that ad on, you are cash flowing this process at $50, $100 a day, whatever your budget is, and you do not make a single dollar until someone books a call, shows up, and then says yes. This could take a week, this could take a month, this could never. So what happens? You spend $1,500 in a month, maybe you close one client, great. Month two, you spend another $1,500, nobody closes, now you're $1,500 in the hole. Month three, the pressure is too much. You turn the ads off and you go back to posting on Instagram and hoping someone DMs you. I've seen this happen to hundreds of coaches, and they go back grinding it away, trying to make content that the algorithm likes. What we want to do is we want to actually try and shorten the distance between cash outlay to cash collected. So they've got really good offers, real results for their clients, but they can't keep the ads running because every day the ads are on is a day that they are losing money. Now, you can see that, as I said, the goal is to just compress ad spent to money collected. Here's the thing that nobody tells you. This is not your fault. The model that you were taught is broken, not the ads. The model you were told, run ads, get leads, book calls, close clients, and that model works if you have $10,000, $20,000 in cash reserves to burn while you wait for the sales to catch up to the spend. But most coaches and businesses do not have that. Most coaches need their ads to work now, not in 3 months, now. So the question becomes, is there a way to run ads where you're not gambling, where the money comes back to you the same day or at least in a shorter time span, regardless of whether they actually book the call? The answer is yes, and it's been hiding in plain sight for years. You can see here, this is the self-funding architecture of an ad, right? This is how we can make the front end profitable before we even get somebody on the phone. And I'm going to walk you through it piece by piece. Same meta ad, okay? Same as before, nothing changes here. Stage 2, the ad sends people to an opt-in page, but instead of asking them to book a call, you offer them something free. Now, I've stolen this from Russell Brunson. It's called the Mifki, the most incredible free gift ever. Because when you write this lead magnet, you need it to be powerful. It could be a PDF, it could be a recording that you've taken, it could be a call, it could be anything. Something that solves a small, specific problem for your audience. They give you your name, their name, email, and now you've got a lead. That lead cost you somewhere between $5 and maybe $15. Same as before. Nothing revolutionary yet, but here's what changes. Stage 3. Immediately after they opt in, they land on a thank you page, and you present them with a low ticket offer, something priced between $7 and $97 or $27.97, a template pack, a swipe file, a mini course, something that helps them implement what they just downloaded faster. This is not your high ticket offer. This is a small impulse priced product that a percentage of your new leads will buy immediately, considering They've just opted in for your lead magnet and they've already said yes, that you are the person that can provide them with value. Stage 4, an upsell, something between 97 to 297, a deeper training, done for you version, a bundle, whatever makes sense for your niche. Now here's the math that changes everything. So let's say that you spend the exact same $50 per day and that $50 gets you 5 leads at $10 each. Now you can see how it works here. You've done this before. Now let's say 10% of people buy that front end. Now that's half a person per day. Sounds small, but a blended order value of 47 to 97 bucks, depending on the upsell. You're recovering $25 to $50 per day in immediate revenue. Your $50 ad spend just became a $0 to a $25 net cost. Some days you may break even, some days you're a profit on the front end, and you have not sold a single high ticket package yet. Now you can see how this system is much more efficient. This is the part where it breaks people's brains when they first see it. The front end offer is not there to make you rich, it's just there to make your ads free. It exists for one reason: to recover the cost of acquiring a lead so that your high ticket offer on the back end is pure profit. When your ads cost you nothing, you never turn them off, you never panic about a slow week, and you never have to choose between paying for ads and paying for rent. The leads just keep coming. The buyer list keeps on growing, and every high ticket you close from that list is just money. You did not have to spend a single dollar to earn. That's the architecture. That's the shift. So now to actually build this, you need 3 things, and we're going to call them the 3 assets. So assets number 1 is the offer. Asset number 2 is the funnel, and asset number 3 is the follow-up. You need a front-end product to sell on the thank you page, and here is the good news. You probably already have one. You just have not packaged it into something small like this. Think about it. What do you already have sitting in your Google Drive, your Notion, your client onboarding materials? Do you have a checklist that you give new clients, a framework that you teach on calls, maybe even a set of templates that you use internally? This is your front end offer. You repackage it, put a price on it, and sell it to cold traffic as a standalone product. It does not need to be a 12 module course. It needs to be a quick win. Something someone can buy, consume, and get results from in 24 to 48 hours. $27 script pack, $47 template bundle, $37 swipe file. That is all it takes. Now, asset number 2, the funnel. This would be an opt-in, a thank you, but we're going to call it a sale page with the front end offer, an upsell, and a confirmation page all in one flow. These are not complicated pages. They are short, direct, and focus on one action per page. The opt-in page captures a lead. The thank you page sells the front end offer. The upsell page increases the order value. The confirmation page delivers the product and plants the seed for the high ticket offer. 4 pages, one flow. That's the entire front end funnel. Now, asset number 3 is the follow-up. Everybody says that the money is in the follow-up. So after someone buys your front end offer, they go into an email sequence, and this sequence does one thing. It moves them from, I just bought $47 product, to, I want to work with this person at the highest level. You do that through a combination of value, story, proof, and invitations. Not hard selling, not buy my thing every day. You teach, you share results, you address objections, and you tie everything back in to the pain that they are feeling. And then you invite them to take the next step. The sequence runs automatically. You write it once and it works forever. 3 assets: the offer, the funnel, and the follow-up sequence. That is the entire self-funding ads architecture. It's not complicated, but it is specific. Every piece has to be built in the right order, connected in the right way, and optimized for the right metrics. That brings me to the honest part of the training. This section, I just have to show you the entire map. You could pause this video right now, open up your ClickFunnels or whatever page builder you use, and start building this yourself. And if you are technical, if you enjoy the build, if you have 3 to 4 weeks to spare, you absolutely should. But I want to be honest about what that actually looks like in practice. To build this yourself, you need a page builder for the funnel. That's $147 a month. You need an email platform, at least $49 a month for ActiveCampaign. You need a calendar tool, $15 a month for Calendly. You need a CRM to track all your leads and buyers, $39 a month for something like that. You're already at $250 a month in software before you have built a single page. Then you need to connect all of those tools together using a product like Zapier or N8N if you're a little bit more technical, and then Stripe to process your payments, a separate hosting solution for your digital products, and you need to pray that none of those integrations break when one of the platforms pushes an update. I've watched coaches spend 6 weeks trying to get this working, not because they are not smart, but because the tech stack is so fragmented and it was never designed to work as one system. That's the hard truth. The architecture is simple. The implementation is where most people get stuck. So here's what I did about it. I built a platform called GrowthRex. It is a single tool that replaces all of these subscriptions I just mentioned: the page builder, the email platform, the calendar, the CRM, the payment processing, the product delivery, all of it. One login, one dashboard. But here's the part that actually matters for you. It comes preloaded with the exact self-funding architecture that I just showed you. The funnel templates are already built. The email sequences are already written. The automations are already connected. The pipeline stages are already set up. You do not build from scratch. You log in, swap in your name, your offer, your details, your branding, and you launch. The structure is done. You just add your content. I'm not going to spend the next 10 minutes trying to sell you on this. You either see the value or you do not. But I will tell you this. I'm offering a 14-day trial just for $1. Full access to the entire platform. Every template, every automation, every sequence for 14 days. If you use it and it works, it's $97 a month after that, less what most coaches pay for their page builder alone. If it doesn't work, cancel before the 14 days and you pay nothing else. Here's what to do next. Below this video or in the email that brought you here, there is a link. It takes you to the trial page where you can start your $1 access today. Once you are inside, the first thing you'll see is the success path and its short checklist that walks you through setting up your self-funding architecture in the right order. Most people have their funnel live within a few days, or some even less. If you have been running ads and losing money, or if you've been too afraid to start because you don't want to gamble, this is the fix. It's not more information, it's just pure infrastructure. I look forward to catching you on the inside.